Early on in our relationship, my wife and I, we'd buy some IKEA furniture that we had to put together, or she'd want me to hang curtains or whatever it was, and I wasn't any good at it, and it took me a lot longer than it probably should have to do it, or she had to help me with it. It wasn't that wasn't really my strong suit. So yeah, she'd be the first to tell you that everything that they've taught me here and getting a good technical ability, now I'm able to do those things with confidence. You know, if there's something that needs to be done, I can do it. I can fix something, or I can figure something out. Service Champions has given me that. My first year working for Service Champions, I made more money than I had ever made before. Now, 4 years later, I've doubled that amount, and it just continues to grow every year, and there really is no limit to how much I can make. I was raised by a single mother, and in Long Beach, California. I have an older sister. She's a couple years older than me, and just a normal childhood. And I wasn't necessarily the best student. I just didn't like school, really. As soon as I graduated high school, my mom said, "You have to, go to college and get a job, and you're going to start paying rent." And I spent 10 years in the restaurant industry. That's actually where I met my wife. She was a hostess and I was a server at the last restaurant that I worked at. Once we got married and started a family, it was very clear that it wasn't gonna really provide the life that we needed. I literally was willing to try anything and do anything because I did have 2 kids. I was 32 years old. I had a friend of mine who is one of the supervisors on the oil platforms offshore in Seal Beach. He told me if anything ever opened up, he'd let me know, and happened to be that, timing was not the company that he worked for, but another one was hiring and did need some people then, and he knew him, so he could kind of, get me in. It was a great experience, a good learning experience for me. It kind of let me know that I could work with my hands and learn a skill and do that kind of stuff. After the job was over on the platform, went online and started check in, and every single thing that I saw said minimum 2 years experience, minimum 2 years experience across the board. I kind of got a little frustrated, and I'm like, well, I don't think anybody's gonna give me an opportunity even, because that's their requirement. So I had originally heard about Service Champions on The Fish, and the commercials are very distinct. Leland Smith, heating AC, good deeds for free kind of thing. So I went on Craigslist and I saw the full page ad for Service Champions. It was just like a light shining right on that, and it seemed a little too good to be true. I think a lot of people probably think that, because I would have never considered this industry and a company like this would be able to offer people that and actually live up to it. I didn't know what heating and air conditioning was. I didn't know how to work on it. I even tried to watch some YouTube videos before I started training to see to maybe get ahead of the game a little bit, and I still had no clue. When I met with them in the interview process, I said, look, I want this to be my last interview that I ever go on. I want to set my feet firmly in it and retire 30 years from now. It all just happened very kind of seamless and easy, and I felt like it was meant to be. Everyone's on their own journey, and they let you know that you're going at your own pace, and they have all the resources and all the help for you. Whatever you want to do, you can do it here. They gave me whatever I needed, and if I needed, to take a step back or needed to kind of regroup, then I was able to do that. And now I'm, in that place where I see my goal and I want to reach it, and they're helping me do it. If you want to be successful, you can be. They have all of the resources and everything, all the support around you here to help you be successful. Now, individually, you have to decide for yourself that that's what you want to do. And I was just at that place in my life where I'm like, I have to do that for my family. I have the responsibility to do that for them, but I wanted to do it for myself too, and I knew that opportunity was here. It was just a matter of me taking the steps and having the willingness to do it. I've been very fortunate that I get to meet a lot of cool people. That's one of my favorite parts of this job. You go into these people's homes, you get a kind of an insight into their lives, and kind of just developing a relationship with them pretty quickly. but helping them out and just letting them know, you're there for them, you're on their side, because that's who we are. Service Champions, does heating and air conditioning, but we're that neighbor, that friend. Having my wife be able to be a stay-at-home mom and be hands-on with the kids, you cannot put a value on that. It is the most important thing to me, especially growing up, with a single mother, and we were in daycare, and we, were alone, at home and things like that. When I'm not working, we are always doing family activities of some sort. My daughter is in dance. We go to, dance events and things like that a lot. My son plays baseball, so, we'll have his baseball games. Well, he wants me to bring him to work. He wants me to do like a daddy ride-along thing. He wears my uniforms and stuff like that, and he put my boots on. I was like, don't put those dirty things on, they're gross. But yeah, he loves that kind of stuff. My mom was a longshoreman, who worked on the docks, so it was one of those things where it was a dangerous job. She worked in the dark. There was a lot of stuff going on, and people got hurt down there. She got hurt down there. Being on the platform, it really sort of put that in perspective. And I saw the other side of it. I saw that, that life and everything. I had that in the back of my head, the back of my mind, that no matter, wherever I ended up, I wanted it to be something that, I could, make my way home to my wife and kids every day. I give a lot of credit to the people that do that day in, day out as a career. But I'm so thankful for this job and Service Champions, making the transition out of that. I love working for this company. I love the people that I work with. I worked for so many companies where the management was kind of out for themselves, and they weren't really there for you. And here it's like one big happy family.